The MCU is in kind of a mess right now. And based on all the news that's dropped today, it doesn't look like it's getting any better anytime soon. Welcome to my safe haven. If you're coming across this video, please be sure to watch, like, share, comment, interact for the all gay rhythm. It is November 1st, 2023. Happy November. And apparently it is MCU News Day because a bunch of news just dropped today, courtesy of Variety. And it just goes to show, if you read the entire article, that the MCU doesn't know what the hell is going on. And at some point, Kevin Feige has definitely dropped the ball because honestly, I feel like he's stretched way too thin. And there's no way that he's involved in every single project that the MCU is announcing and has announced and done. One of the things that they talked about in the article, which again goes to show they really don't know what they're doing, is even before it was announced that Jonathan Majors was having his legal trouble, they were thinking of pivoting away from Kang because of the box office performance of Ant-Man and the Wasp. But Jonathan Majors as Kang was the best part of that movie. Had he not been in that movie would have been straight up trash. Like, it wasn't his character or his performance that is why that movie tanked. The movie itself, the writing of that movie was garbage. The CGI was garbage. And I don't want to say garbage because I didn't hate Quantumania, but like I said, the reason I didn't hate it is because of Jonathan Majors as Kang. And talking about box office, 1 month after the movie came out, he was also in Creed 3, and that was the highest grossing movie in the franchise. So it wasn't him, it was the writing and directing. And then also what was written in the article, of course, with the troubles of Jonathan Majors going on, they're thinking of pivoting from Kang to Doctor Doom. And part of me is also kind of weary about that because I'm like, lately, if y'all can't even get Kang the Conqueror right, then what makes you think you're going to get Doctor Doom right? Also, why not just recast Jonathan Majors? Like, you already started the ball rolling with Kang, with the post-credit scene, Loki season 1, now Loki season 2. And you guys already announced the Kang Dynasty and Secret War. Now, granted, Doctor Doom played a huge role in both the Secret Wars of the 80s and the recent Secret Wars, so he needs to play some role in these next phases. But you already announced, just recast. And not to say they can't already, but there's been so many moments that they could have teased Doctor Doom, whether it's Wakanda Forever, teasing Doctor Doom in Falcon and the Winter Soldier after the whole blip and the rising of the Flag Smashers and them going to Madripoor, etc. Also, another thing that they talked about in the article is potentially being in talks with the original A6, the original Avengers, for an Avengers movie. And I was like, I kind of thought that's what they were going to do with Secret Wars. But apparently, no, they're strictly talking about these original 6 actors. So bringing back Black Widow, bringing back Tony Stark, de-aging Chris Evans as Captain America Steve Rogers, and having them, these 6, in an Avengers movie. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, so I guess we're just throwing new Avengers and young Avengers away, right? Because they definitely, especially young Avengers, they've been teasing that for a while. And another thing that they talked, there's a lot, so I definitely recommend checking out and reading the article, but they talked about Mahershala Ali's Blade movie and how at many points during pre-production, he almost left the movie because of the constant script issues, the fact that they've gone through so many different directors. And now the movie, they're saying it's slated to come out in 2025. And now, instead of the movie is going to be for less than a $100 million budget. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that Blade has to have a ginormous budget. I think the first Blade movie with Wesley Snipes had a budget of like $45 million. But at the same time, there's a history in Hollywood of them not giving the same level of budget with regards to black directors or black starring characters that they do with white characters. And then this is kind of like another example of that. And then it also just goes to show that it almost kind of feels like they don't trust or have any faith in this movie. So as a result, they're lowering the budget. But it's like, well, if y'all don't have faith in it, why should I? In this instance, I feel like Marvel Studios should take a playbook of what the DCEU is currently doing, where they have James Gunn is in charge of all the creative sides of the studio, and then Peter Safran is handling the business aspect. So they need to do that now with Marvel Studios, especially as it's gotten so much bigger. Like, let Kevin Feige handle the business aspect and hire some comic book creators to craft your universe and start telling your narrative. After all, it's what they do for a living. So get somebody to handle the creative side while Kevin Feige handles the business side, because now it's a mess. But yeah, be sure to check out the article because there's a lot more information in there. And I don't remember the name of the creator, but I know this is always his catchphrase, but I'm gonna have to join him on this. The MCU is definitely in shambles. Well, what do y'all think? Let me know all of your thoughts with regards to the article and everything that I talked about. Hopefully you made it to the end of this video. And yeah, guys.